All right, it's 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 o'clock on the West Coast. We start tonight with a Fox News alert just breaking moments ago. Apparently another ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis. We're working on getting more details. We will get you a full report in this hour. Also tonight, breaking news from Iran, Greenland, again Minnesota, and the White House. Now, at this hour, the Jerusalem Post, the UK Guardian, they are reporting that U.S. military action against Iran may be imminent. We're monitoring that throughout this hour. Senator Ted Cruz, Attorney General Pam Bondi, and Trump's newly confirmed drug czar, friend of this program, Sarah Carter, will all join us. This will be Sarah's first interview since being confirmed on television. Also, former Democratic Senator Kristen Sinema will be here with a message for the legacy media mob. Now, this brings us to an important observation to begin this night as we begin this show. There is a massive amount of misinformation in this country. I call it an information crisis in the country. The other legacy news networks, every liberal cable news channel, almost every newspaper in the country, website, they are flooding America, the zone, with an alternate reality. You know, take inflation, for example. Let's take a trip down memory lane. 2023, under Joe Biden, look at how fake news CNN reported it this way. Quote, U.S. inflation is still high, but it's falling. Last month's consumer price index measured 6%, down from January 6.4%. All right, sounds very positive. Now look at how they reported the significantly lower inflation rate under Donald Trump. Less than half. Quote, U.S. inflation remained at 2.7%, underscoring persistent cost of living challenges. Oh, that's not biased, is it? The framing here is beyond corrupt. It is abusively biased, and this is not an isolated incident. Look at the New York Times. They threw cold water on President Trump's 2.7% inflation rate, reporting that, quote, inflation ended on a subdued note with surging grocery prices. But after nearly 20% inflation under Joe Biden, the Times ran with the following headline, quote, cooling price growth has Democrats tasting victory over inflation. You got to be kidding. And meanwhile, the media mob's reporting on immigration is even worse, even more dishonest. Now, most Democrats, they don't even know that every president since 9/11 has conducted ICE raids all around the country, including their beloved President Obama. And now, while Obama beefed up his deportation numbers by counting those turned away at the border, he technically still deported millions of illegal aliens, no protesting from the radical left. And according to Pew Research, most of those deported, they were non-criminals. But here's how fake news CNN covered Barack Obama and his ICE raids back in 2016. Pay close attention to the difference.
Just before the sun rises in the Windy City, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents fan out across Chicago to arrest criminals in the U.S. illegally.
Tac 1, Tac 2, Tac 3.
CNN was granted exclusive access to witness some of those raids.
They want to come out extra early, like right now, because they want to catch these people before they go to work. That's why it starts so early in the morning.
Ready to check? All right, let's roll, guys.
Now compare that to the current coverage of ICE raids under President Donald J. Trump. Take a look.
They are going in and ripping, as you said, people that have grown up here, also hardworking people.
This is about a secret police force that Donald Trump and the Republicans have unleashed on American streets and cities.
The way in which ICE is operating today is inhumane and illegal.
Democrats should not, cannot vote for more money for this unaccountable Department of Homeland Security that is terrorizing people.
The actions of ICE, they are unconstitutional, unlawful, they are cruel, they are rogue, they are racist.
Now, keep in mind, almost none of the raids would even be necessary if not for two things. One, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Alejandro Mayorkas, they opened the borders. They let 12+ million unvetted people into this country, including known terrorists, murderers, rapists, gang members, cartel members. And number two, most blue states shield these violent criminals from deportation with sanctuary status and, of course, taxpayer dollars. And now the media mob is painting a false narrative about ICE officials who are simply doing their job, enforcing federal law. The media was praising Obama for it, but of course, Donald Trump does it. Secret police, Gestapo. This is lying and deception. It's pure and simple. And it's why the country, to be very honest, I'm proud to work here in my 30th year, needs Fox News more than ever. Now, think about this. Until recently, most other media outlets barely covered the historic unrest in Iran. Every day, Iranians rising up against their Islamo-fascist government. They're now paying a very dear price. 12 to 20,000 protesters are believed to be murdered. The videos that I see that I can't share with you because they are too violent, and I don't want your kids to see it, by this regime as the Muellers back themselves into a corner, is very real. According to multiple reports, Iranian state TV broadcasted an image of the 2024 Butler assassination attempt against Donald Trump with the words, "This time it will not miss the target." But tonight, these threats ring hollow. U.S. personnel have evacuated from our military base in nearby Qatar, and meanwhile, the Pentagon is moving a carrier strike group into the region less than 2 days after President Trump promised that help is on the way. And there are widespread rumors that at least one high-ranking Iranian official has fled the country. This as the airspace now over Iran is now closed officially. But as always with President Trump, no option is off the table. And tonight, he indicated that Iran's bloodthirsty regime stopped killing protesters, at least for now. Why? Because they're deathly afraid of Donald Trump. Take a look.
We've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping, and it's stopped, and it's stopping. And there's no plan for executions or executions. So I've been told that on good authority. We'll find out about it. I'm sure if it happens, we'll all be very upset, including you will be very upset, but that's just gotten to me, some information that the killing has stopped, that the executions have stopped. They're not going to have an execution, which a lot of people were talking about for the last couple of days. Today was going to be the day of execution.
Now, is this a head fake? Only time will tell. So what comes next and when? Well, I guess your guess is as good as mine.